With strains on relationships between police and the public across the country, 2WorksU anchor Max Resnick started digging. He shows us whether police and community efforts to work together are paying off.
Bob Savage's main source of income is his job at a local hardware store. For his main source of peace, he turns to his other gig, one he does for free using only his eyes and his ears.
You know, it's not just myself. I've got a great team.
You'll find Bob in the Mayo Meadow neighborhood beneath the shadow of the Golden Driller, heading up the Alert Neighbors program.
There's 6 of us, and we just drive the neighborhood, look for suspicious activities.
Bob's work is just one aspect of the overall community policing concept here in Tulsa, according to Tulsa Police Chief Chuck Jordan.
Community-style policing to me is when the police and the community together in collaboration address crime problems.
Jordan says involving the community to fight crime is especially important given the national headlines involving the officers and the suspects they are pursuing.
So people understand that we are there to protect them, not to oppress them. And that's a daily challenge, and it's a challenge that I have to issue to every police officer.
The Department of Justice says community policing is working, saying in a report, Tulsa PD appears to have a strong community policing program. And most people agree. We talked with Tulsans in every corner of the city, and most say the relationship between police and community is strong. But the area where people had the most concerns, North Tulsa.
It's absolutely critical that the police officers and the neighbors, that they know each other.
Regina Goodwin is a community advocate and lifelong North Tulsa resident.
There is a mistrust that exists, and so what we have to do is figure out how do we, work towards having better trust from this community as it relates to the police.
Chief Jordan would like to improve that trust by increasing officer presence, but says that's hard to do because the department has 100 fewer officers today than it did in 1994.
We're now spending about 80% of our time on calls. And again, that's not conducive to proactive policing.
He says that makes it even more important that everyone work together. Regina agrees we all need to do more, including the police. They need to understand the population they serve.
When you go into a neighborhood, those children can look into the eyes of the police and see themselves. I think that makes a difference.
While community policing can improve, Bob says there's proof that it is working.
Any organization is going to have its problems. People know we're out.
He says his neighborhood banded together. Mayo Meadow has gone from 1 break-in a week to just 8 in the last 2.5 years.
Really praise us, and we kind of appreciate that. It's a boost to us and makes us want to even do more and more.
A message and duty Bob hopes translates to the rest of Tulsa. Max Resnick, 2 News works for you.
Now, Tulsa police make annual complaint reports available to residents on their website, tulsapolice.org. We've shared those numbers on our own website, KJRH.com. You can see the rate between complaints and resolutions. We also want to note that Regina Goodwin is a candidate for state senate.